Live, you're watching Fox 15 News Lafayette at 9.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Toy Thornton. The city of Broussard is the first municipality to express its support for the Lafayette Parish School System's half-cent sales tax to replace more than 200 temporary classrooms with permanent ones. Fox 15's Philip Boudreau has the story. Teachers and students are quite excited about the changes happening at Milton Elementary School and Middle School. The school board held a ribbon-cutting ceremony for a brand-new parent drop-off at Milton Elementary School. There was also a groundbreaking ceremony for an extension to the school. Superintendent Donald Aguillard says the extension is projected to take 20 months to complete. All right, now let's head to Scott with the first look at your forecast. Thank you very much, Scott. Crime Watch starts in Lafayette Parish, where Lafayette police are investigating an overnight shooting on Hansel Drive that left one man dead. Just before 2 this morning, police found 45-year-old John Jones unresponsive with a gunshot wound to his chest. Witnesses told police they saw the suspect drive away in the victim's vehicle. That vehicle has since been located unoccupied at a local motel. Anyone with information about this incident should call police or Crime Stoppers at 232-TIPS. In Jeff Davis Parish, a man is arrested in connection to the 2015 murder of Charles Talon. Detectives say 19-year-old Damian Robinson admitted that he moved evidence and possessed stolen items from the Talon residence. That was taken during the murder. He is charged with accessory after the fact to first-degree murder and obstruction of justice. Robinson is booked with no bond. In St. Landry Parish, arrests are expected to be made in the case of a Westminster Christian Academy student who hung a noose at the school's baseball game. According to KPEL, St. Landry Parish Sheriff Bobby Guidro says teammates of the baseball team got into an argument when things got heated. Guidro said, quote, name-calling and picking at each other, and it got serious. One of the boys, the only 18-year-old in the group, fashioned a noose, and of course in Louisiana that's a felony, end quote. Both the victims and the suspect are refusing to speak without attorneys. Guidro says the noose was hung on the batting cage at the field. In St. Mary Parish, 4 people were arrested in connection to a fight at Patterson High School. Michaela Ruiz, Parmay McPherson, and 2 juveniles were involved in a fight following an argument in the cafeteria. The 4 are charged with disturbing the peace. Ruiz and McPherson were released on a $1,000 bond, and the juveniles were released to guardians. A Calcasieu Parish Sheriff's deputy has been arrested and fired for bringing contraband into the parish prison. Sheriff's spokeswoman Kim Meyer says 26-year-old Timothy Walls of Lake Charles was arrested Monday and charged with introducing contraband into a penal institution, conspiracy to introduce contraband into a correctional facility, and malfeasance in office. Bond was set at $125,000. A fatal accident claims the life of an Erath man. 21-year-old Tristan Bork was traveling eastbound on I-10 near Lafayette when, for reasons unknown, he failed to stop for traffic congestion ahead of him, hitting the rear of a tractor trailer. Troopers say Bork was wearing a seatbelt but died as a result of his injuries. The driver of the tractor trailer was not injured. The crash remains under investigation. Secretary of State Tom Shedler is appealing after a judge ruled Third Circuit Court of Appeals candidate Vanessa Waguespack-Ansman ineligible to run for office. Shedler says the plaintiff, 27th Judicial District Attorney Earl Taylor, did not file his challenge in a timely manner. Ansman submitted a signed notice of candidacy for the office of judge on January 13th, the last day to qualify for the race. By law, all objections to candidacy must be brought no later than 7 days after qualifying ends. Shedler says the court should reverse its decision and reinstate Ansman in the race. Former U.S. Representative Charles Boustany has joined a Washington lobbying firm after losing his bid for promotion to the U.S. Senate. According to the Advocate Capitol Council, says Boustany will focus on health care, tax, and trade issues. Boustany was a member of the House for 12 years. He gave up his House seat to run for the Senate, a race he lost last year. Early voting is underway for the March 25th special primary election. You can vote early by going to your parish's registrar of voters office during regular business hours. Early voting continues until this Saturday, March 18th. All right, coming up, UO officials are on high alert after an alleged abduction at LSU. That story ahead. Is a college degree the new high school diploma? Answer and more after the break. But first, Scott. Welcome back. Tonight, LSU is investigating an alleged abduction that is reported to have taken place Wednesday night on Sorority Row. In light of this, we went over to UL to see what protocols they have in place and what they're doing to avoid these types of situations. The Rave Guardian app is available to all UL students who currently attend the school and have a working email address. In consumer news tonight, what happens when you run out of booze? Hop on Amazon. It's getting into the liquor business. Starting today, Prime members in Cincinnati and Columbus, Ohio, can have beer and wine delivered to them in just 2 hours or less. Amazon is adding hundreds of popular brands to its inventory, like Bud Light and Barefoot Wines. Prime members can get free 2-hour delivery and 1-hour delivery at $7.99.